Anthony was born on August 19th, 1959, in East Cleveland, Ohio. His mother, Claudia Garrison, had 7 kids. They were all raised by his mother as his father walked out on his family early on. Anthony and his siblings grew up in an unsafe household where abuse and drugs were present. This was a common pattern for generations in Anthony's family. A social worker in Baltimore testified at trial based on the interview she had with him, along with all the family records she went over. She found a family tree that went back generations that included absent fathers, sexual abuse, drug abuse, and mental illnesses. Anthony was taken care of by his mother and other female relatives that were living there with him at the time. Most of these female relatives were abusive towards Anthony and his cousins, including his own mother. Leona, Anthony's niece, testified at trial about the abuse they endured growing up. She testified that her great aunt, along with Anthony's mother, would strip them naked, tie them down to whatever she could, and then whip them with cords. These beatings occurred almost daily and caused the kids to run away from home on multiple occasions. The children were beaten so bad they bled and still have scars today. When asked why they were beat, none of the children had any answers. Reporters said that it was usually because of situations like not cleaning their rooms or doing the dishes. While all this was happening, Anthony was not the main target of the abuse. It was usually the other children in the household. Anthony had been beat on multiple occasions, but not as often as Leona, his niece, was. Most of the time, him and his siblings were forced to watch his mother beat their cousins in separate rooms. Growing up in an abusive household can cause the ones being abused to become abusers as well, following in the footsteps of their parents. And this became true for Anthony. Leona testified at trial that when she was 10 and Anthony was 12, he would fight her until she could not fight no more, and then he, along with the other men in the house, would rape her. She reported that this happened on many occasions. When Anthony was 18, he dropped out of high school and went into the military, where he received multiple awards. He seemed to be doing better in his life until he picked up a bad drinking problem in the military. While in the military, he married a woman named Kim Lawson, and together they had a child. Kim stated that she was only marrying him to help him with his drinking problem because she did not want to see him get discharged from the military. She was not much help to Anthony, as he was discharged on January 18th, 1985, and soon after was divorced. After the discharge and the divorce, his drinking increased and he became violent. Within the next 4 years, Anthony had many charges against him, which included DUIs, drug possession, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence. During his trial, medical teams examined him and determined that he suffers from OCD, PTSD, and psychosis. He also has indications of some sort of brain dysfunction, probably caused by the extreme drug use and alcohol addiction. This is not surprising, as his family has a history of drinking and drug use along with mental illnesses.